The point is that not only am I telling you what we're doing in the stock market, I am trying to teach you. Why? Because I believe that if all of us can get better, do you comprehend how unstoppable we can be in 6 months, in a year, when all of you and myself get better and better and better and better at this, and we do this together? You get it now? That's the point of the moon train. Anyways, look, we're at a huge spot. And I'm sorry, but, again, not to blow vape smoke up anyone's ass. But, look, the esteemed Mike Wilson, who has been the chief strategist and chair of Morgan Stanley's Global Investment Committee, is stepping down because he's called this market so freaking bad, while a guy who identifies as a steam train has called it to perfection. Imagine that. And you wonder why they stuff my TikTok channel. Anyways. So look, we made it here. We hit all of our super numbers on Friday. Both of them that I've had here ever since, and I put them in for you right there, ever since we were down here. Okay? Pretty massive, I would have to say. How you play that is all up to you and what we do on a daily basis. Here's the mega wedge. We closed above the mega wedge. Okay? Now, let's zoom out a little bit since we got a little bit of time, and it is the market analysis. Okay? Anybody telling you this is bearish, you should never listen to them ever again. Okay? Ever. I said here when December started, if we go above here, we're gonna completely surpass this. Okay? We did that. What a freaking move. Now, cup, pullback, handle. The measured move here in the year, and I'm only gonna say this once. Okay? And I'm gonna put it up here. Is right there. 5700. That's the ultimate target. Now, can we come down and close the gap that's down here somewhere? Yeah, absolutely. But that is the measured move of this. Okay? Now, if you look on a weekly basis, if someone tells you this is bearish, they're full of shit. Again, we had the whole cup, pullback, handle, we're still going. Now, before we get all excited and start creaming our pants, a number I said many times that is my ultimate high target early in the year is 507 on SPY. So I'm gonna put in alert right there for SPX to tell me to get the fuck out of anything I'm in, okay? But I'm not saying we go here, but there's a good chance, and I'll explain a little later why there's a good chance. All right. Do you understand that everybody who's been telling you that there's a market crash ever since we were at 350 on SPY has been shorting and losing money, okay? They've been fueling this rally, okay? I remember I said 412, but we got to 410 and then we mooned up, and people are questioning if I was of sound mind. Well, yeah, motherfucker, I was, obviously, okay? You're here on the moon train for a reason. I'm doing this for a reason. I don't know what God's plan is, but, I'm doing this right now. How long? I don't know. So let's enjoy the ride, right? And be present. Good. Now that we've gotten the, ceremony stuff out of the way, let's take a deeper look. All right. Do I trade SPX? No, but I chart it. Okay. This is a bullish setup. We got a retest of the mega wedge. You won't see the mega wedge on Twitter, by the way. But you know what I'm talking about, because we crowned this the mega wedge. All we did is retest it end of day when people took a fucking gangload of profit. Why? Because Powell's speaking on Sunday. But look at how that mega wedge trend line, ooh, beautiful, comes in right there. Can we see 4,900 next week? Yes. Will I be buying it? Well, what do you think? Will I be buying the 89 and the 200? Goddamn right I will. Now, on Monday morning, when I post the weekly range, if you haven't gotten with the program and write that shit down, I urge you to write that shit down. Okay, this could be the same type of setup as here. We get a sell, we come all the way down. Bears are just like, oh my God, we're gonna have an 80%. I'm literally seeing 80 to 70% crashes on Twitter this week. And these people lure people in, give them no basis for their fucking things. They've got hundreds of thousands of people following them. They are all paid by the market makers. How do I know? Because I know. Okay? Now, am I going to be buying this? Yeah, dude. This is the FOMC announcement price right there. And I have to say, I fucking love Doug and Double J, who were pointing out plenty here. Yo, we're over. And then we looked at the GEX and we fucking took calls and we ripped it all the way up. This is significant. This reminds me of old FOMC moves, and the market has forgotten. Back in the day when I started, FOMC's real move would come like 2 days after, not instantly. So as long as we hold the FOMC, which is 487.43, write that down. As long as we hold that, we're gonna be trading to the upside until next FOMC. Now Powell, can he send it down here by Monday open? Yeah, dude. That's why I have my hedge is 487 puts for Friday. However, I think that seeing how many people are bearish on the IWM on Twitter, keep watching it, dude. We could have a massive shitty stock rally. This is lagging so freaking hard, and if Powell doesn't nuke the market, these are gonna go. Because if you zoom out on the daily, this is a bull flag. Okay, now yes, could you have a banking crisis? Sure, but what the fuck is JPM doing at 174? Okay, I know that we didn't play this move down. I had sold on Friday. No, when did I sell? No, I sold my KRE on Tuesday. I played this move, and then obviously Thursday we played that move, and on Friday we played that move. If he says the banking system is robust, this is going to go. I know a lot of people are shorting this. There's a lot of shorts in it. They could get squeezed out. And I'm basically looking for where can we catch the most shorts off guard, and that would be KRE. All right, so that's covered. Great, fantastic. As long as Bitcoin is up here, market is not going down. If Bitcoin starts unexpectedly sinking, we're going to be playing puts. But for right now, if it stays here, great. VIX, look at this pattern. You know I'm a pattern trader. This is still a major bear flag. Like this, out of all the patterns I've ever looked at, this is the biggest bear. It's got a pattern within itself. But this is a bear flag. I don't care if you're, Mongolian or not. That's a fucking bear flag. Is it coming up? Yeah, but the market internals have changed. That's why boomers, and I'm not trying to be a dick here, can't piece two and two together. The Dixie, the 10-year, and oil. Okay, let me explain it this way. Anything that has to do with AI, and we're not talking about the fucking internet bubble here. Anybody who says that the AI bubble is like the internet bubble is talking out of their ass. Okay? Why would the most crooked fucking trader of all time, whoever controls Nancy Pelosi's wrinkled ass, by that Nvidia position. AI will revolutionize the world we live in, unfortunately, or fortunately, however you look at it. And that's why oil doesn't mean as much as it used to. So the system that was taught to people like me and the older generation does not work the same way. So everybody has their bag of tricks or dicks, however you look at it. You have to be able to adapt in the market, because the market doesn't give a rat's ass about you. It's just out to kill you and your smoking jacket, right? So is this a very bullish setup? Yes. Can this pop back here? Yes. Can it pop back here? Yes. But is it gonna go down here? Yes. By when? By the end of the year. Okay? It has been absolutely killed by this trend line we have right there every single time. I would be very surprised if the monthly, even the monthly, we could have a pullback in the spring. Okay, that's what I'm saying. We can still go and if we go and close the 442 SPY gap, I will all in my portfolio, guaranteed. All right, for end of the year. Anyways, Dixie. Now I've shown this many times. This, right? Pretty interesting that it does this and the market rallies. So what happens when this rejects? Well, the market rallies. See what I'm saying? Same thing, market rallied with the 10-year yield going crazy. Why did they do this move? Well, either put in a quarterly top, okay, or to give it more room. Now, I'm not being Mr. Super Perma Bull here at this juncture. Why? Because we met my price targets that I had put for a blow off top, right? We can still go higher, yes. However, I want you to listen to me very closely right now. I have a quarterly top at 503. And we can overshoot that to 507. But 503 would be like my max. And if you're a swing trader, I would recommend you take some puts far out. Why? Because even though the market is signaling that we're changing range here, it needs to start putting in some serious volume shelves. Okay, so ask yourself this. Are you dumbass enough to short the market when fucking Meta pulls a move like that? If you are, maybe you need to reevaluate. I was playing Apple calls. Why? Because Apple didn't completely tank, and it, you know, every stock has its own pattern, and you know, those calls went almost to 1,000%. I took 300 on them. That's good enough for me when I'm heavy. You know, I don't want to hold too much. But there's a sector that hasn't gotten the fucking bull treatment yet, and that is clouds. Okay, so we're gonna jump into that next. And also, I just want to show you how oil all of a sudden dropped from the sky. We were all wondering, what the fuck is oil doing up here? Boom, market goes up. So very tricky. I'm going to keep an eye on the TLT if they decide to push the 10-year down. I would be surprised if it goes very much higher here. It needs a smackdown off of these MAs. At least the 200 is going to smack it down, because it does that. Okay, let's keep an eye on it. But again, not to blow vape smoke up my own or Doug's ass or anybody else's ass, but I did say the market will rallies every time we get under our party line. So if you are new and you don't know what the 10-year yield is, just do me a favor. Put up the 10-year yield, put a line at 3.885. That is my party line, okay? Let's go over, now that we've covered this, and everybody should be 90% cash into the weekend and every day. Why? Because you want to play the next day. You never want to get fucked. That's why you will hear me on voice every day scaling out. Even if I think I have great positions, I'll leave runners because you do not want to get blown up. Why? Because you'll miss life-changing opportunities. That's why. Monday morning pre-market, Caterpillar, McDonald's, huge ones. Why did I not play them? Well, premiums, and also Powell can nuke the market. We could have a top in. I'm not saying we're gonna go to 507 or 505 or 503, but if he holds it, we can see that. But I would expect chop, and at this point in time, I would expect rotation. If you don't know what rotation means, it means how high can you push these tech stocks. Meta closed at 574, I guess, hit 585, while you have these stocks that we play them. I don't care what Upstart does or anything about it. I care to catch these sticks because they pay insane money, right? Keeping an eye on this. Could this be a massive cup handle and we're about or cup pullback and we're about to go? Possible. Otherwise we go fill the gap. We will see. Affirm has earnings this week. Okay, what will I be playing? If these beat, I'll be playing continuation. Every earnings that has beat has had continuation. So those for Monday, am I going to be touching Palantir? Maybe with a lotto. I'm glad Andrew's back. He knows some stuff too. Not about Chegg. He works for Chewy. My bad. Anyways, keep an eye on these. Lily, keep an eye on that. Snap can still influence Meta. That could be something. Solar has been running. Are they due for a pullback? Let's see what the chart says. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm sounding ranty. I just want you to get it. All right, so Solar. That's a tricky chart. That's either a lower high, a higher low, or we're gonna go gap fill. We'll see what the DP says. Maybe that does not look good when it curls down like that though. I know we had a few solar days, but I mean, is it a hot sector? Not at all. Okay. Uber, we've been playing Uber. I'm gonna be playing Uber again this week. It's still, we've been fucking with those 86, 68 calls a few times. I like it. I do. I know it's super overextended, according to who. I mean, it looks like it wants to keep going. But most importantly, PayPal is my... I know a lot of people are going to be worried about Disney and play that. I'm going to be playing PayPal. Baba, yeah, I think they could have good forward guidance because Jack bought a bunch of stuff. You got Doug's Save, you got CCJ. So a lot of these are earnings movers. But let's jump on PayPal. So I'm seeing all over Twitter how PayPal's earnings are going to be terrible. To me, it's a little bit odd, and I'm going to go with what I think on this. Everybody uses PayPal, so I don't see why it gets such a shit rep besides political reasons. At one point in time, obviously, Wall Street said it was a $310 stock. Could this be the next Meta? Could. And if it goes lower, I still like it as a stock hold. I really do. Like, everything's looking kind of bearish on these. But why wouldn't it? I mean, people use PayPal every single day. DWAC. See that after hours? Whoop! This is going to be a massive, and you know that I loaded 60s. into end of day. Why did I load 60s? Because it hit 58. Now, if Nikki Haley gets her ass whooped, sure, will she stay into Super Tuesday? Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be playing DWAC. What did I notice with DWAC? That the premiums were super, super cheap. So at least expect IV to increase, which means that the contracts will increase and we can make money on it that way. Now I want to bring you to something when I say we trade the premiums, not the price. Very important. Okay, you saw what we did on NVIDIA. Absolutely fucking killed these, bought them around 1 and sold them for like, you know, they ran to 2.5 grand each. Absolute mega move. Can this go to, yeah, this can go wherever the freak it wants. Now AMD, here's the prime example. We trade price, not premium. Okay, bought the AMD, remember, Friday morning, sold them at 80, caught the top, reloaded them here. Even though the price went back, the premiums did not. And instead what they did was they juiced next week's premiums. They never gave the money shot on the 0 DTEs. All right, can this go? Yeah, this can go to 190. And I'm going to be looking at it and I'm going to be playing it because they're going to pump it at some point. Boeing, same thing. Bought down here, didn't make any money almost at all on these. And PayPal was different in the sense that we did get that PayPal play on Friday. They did juice the premiums, all right? So we got that move, right? Then when I tried it again, even though the price went higher, the premiums didn't, right? Because you're running out of time. Anyway, also on watch with UPST is Unity next week. A lot is riding on what Powell says. I will get the range of the week on Monday, so write it down. Tesla, Elon's out there talking shit. That was a nice move. I sold there. I think Doug rode it all the way up. Beautiful move. Apple, holy shit, caught this whole freaking move. I sold here for 300%. So yeah. So Apple's being saved. Back in the wedge, could Apple start something here? Yeah, absolutely. Apple has room to go up there or even up here. And if it does that, the market's going to rip. Okay? I'm also going to keep an eye on SMCI if it starts ripping with AMD. Why? Because they kept the premiums down for next week by not sending it at all. Okay, so we gotta watch on these things. QQQ. Now I still have that 432 as my ultimate target. I got hurricane winds here, guys, today. It's absolutely fucking insane. But anyways, let's dig into some new stuff, right? And if we keep holding that FOMC price, we will trade above it until March. Okay. So we'll see what Powell says. Can he nuke the market and we go under? Yeah, and then this whole move was a major top. Right there. 496 was a major top. As of right now, you know, we closed right here. It looks like a higher low. Because Europe, unless Powell nukes it, should send it higher. And maybe Asia too. Okay? Now, let's get into the nitty gritty here. Look at all of these. Look at these dark pool buys are above the FOMC announcement price. All of them. That's lots of millions. That's a big fucking floor right there. Now, something new we've been doing, unless you've been living under a rock, is we have been messing with the GEX. What does GEX mean? Well, it means gamma levels, okay? These have been working beautifully. Look at that. Look at that. Boom. It's not a coincidence that is right there. Would you want SPY to go to 501 and put in a top? I would. Ooh, that's popping up there. What are all these numbers doing right here? So, That brings me to another thing. You know that I love trading MongoDB, and I sold it literally like here and then it ran, so I don't catch everything. But this cloud sector is ready to go. Look at that stow. Look at where we've rejected every single. We've had major tops on this name. This is a Wall Street darling. It is time for it to fucking go. Fill 520. With that said, maybe this is up on. People are gonna buy this on Monday morning and it's gonna sell. So let's see. I didn't swing any because I think they're waiting for something bigger. Snow. You know, I was in snow early, and I'm always early, and I was in it all last week and early last week. Keep an eye on this. There's no reason why snow, also a cloud name, can't go fill this gap. All right, so we're going to be looking at MongoDB, and this did what MongoDB has not done yet. So we can trail this. This could go absolutely insane. Okay, why Wall Street darling? Okay, so we're going to keep an eye on the GEX levels. As far as the market net flow, we got some negative convergence into close. However, that's a lot of fucking calls. Can they be gone on Monday? Yeah. Could they have sold all of it? Yes. But I've never seen a call level at 87. I think 70 is the highest I've seen. So this is pretty huge. GEX level still 495. We closed under that. So hopefully this brings you some knowledge. Hopefully these videos help you. They should. One thing that I look at when I day trade, not only the GEX level now, is the tick. You can see the market, if it's gonna pump or if it's gonna sell. You got maybe a second or two to get out. The Bull D, look at that, down on Friday. So if we can get this to start pumping, it'll be a pretty crazy move that a lot of people won't see coming. So a lot of stuff going on. We're gonna take it easy. We're gonna check the premiums. If they're juiced Monday, Tuesday, we will wait for a dip. I don't think that, you know, do they want to tank this market right now into Republican primaries? I don't think they want to do that, personally. But that's just my train of thought, and it's been working pretty freaking well. And then there's, you know, the super secret weapon, which is the Namo. And it says we can go higher all the way to 7D, and we're at negative 16. And it actually came down on Friday. So you tell me, are we just getting started on this rippy? I guess we'll find out. So, you know, hopefully you can rest your dopamine receptors, and let's not be the guys who get fucked on Monday, because we got 5 more days next week. Let's look at the calendar. Ding, 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 ding. This, the market said whatever. And the problem here is the Fed's going to say, oh, blah, lots of new workers. Those are illegal immigrants and seasonal Christmas workers. That is going to plummet next time. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, what do we got? Monday, we got some European shit. This is going to move the market. That's when we started rallying, by the way, on Friday. If you remember, we got the Michigan numbers, and we're like, okay, let's go. So looking at ISM PMI, then we got Fed speakers back. We got Bostic, usually bullish. Monday could be a top for the market. Keep in mind, anytime we make a new all-time high now, it's a possible top. So we're in uncharted territories. Why? Because we're putting in all-time highs. Okay? Can Australia send a message by cutting? Maybe. All right. Then Tuesday we have Mester. She is hawkish as fuck every time. This is huge. That's how they prop their market up. That's how they prop their market up. Wednesday looks like they're gonna kill premiums. Got it. Barkin, Bowman, 10-year note. The auctions have been bullish as of late. Let's see. Got some Bank of Japan info. You got Chinese inflation. Maybe we want to buy the dip on Wednesday. That sounds like a good plan. Then you got jobs. We got Barkin. We got a 30-year bond auction. Remember a few months ago, it was a fucking knife, and then they started propping those up. So that could be a good idea to buy the dip Wednesday. I think that sounds like a plan. Let's day trade and then let's buy the dip Wednesday. If Wednesday shit, then they kill the premiums. We know the drill. Yeah, data week. Maybe prepare for some geopolitical stuff and then the earnings. Then at the weeks after this, we're gonna have cloud earnings. So I would think that that sector is gonna go. With that said, this has been a lengthy, preachy, hopefully informative market analysis video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it for you, and I will see you guys on the train next week, and let's have another fucking baller ass week. God bless.